Hello, it's 2:03 p.m. So I was trying to do a video and show y'all the evidence of like how bad the rain was outside. It pouring so bad. And they said something about 15 inches of rain. So and then they try to falsely accuse me of having a phone conversation and then bullied me and and make threats to call the police on me. And I'm like, and the weather is so horrible, it's so bad, like, and you're still gonna throw me out in weather like this? And then they falsely accuse me of being disrespectful and being problematic and making things hard. Well, I was trying to say I was not having a phone conversation. And I said I just did a quick video to try to show how bad it was pouring down with the weather. And, it seems like everybody closed the doors in my face. Nobody want to help me because of the false rumors and slander campaigns. I know I need something long-term and permanent, but for the moment, I need to be safe out of the weather. I mean, I'm going to be forced to be another night of wet and cold. And if anybody has the generosity to help me, or even there are no churches to help or nothing, for a few nights in the hotel room to stay safe from the rain. I've been wet, cold, stinky in the same clothes. In the same clothes for days, and wet, cold, and stinky, and my feet and shoes are wet, and people don't care about a possibility that people be like, well, you wet like that and it's cold, well, you can get sick and stuff like that. It's like it really feels like the whole world is against me and hates me right now. And I had a rough morning, a rough day. And I feel bad because it's ruined, and I wanted to have a good day today. And so, everybody think I deserve to be punished. And nobody but Starbricker called up Seville Quarter, my old job, and told them about me, and then had people confronting me and giving a twisted up story, about about my YouTube videos and stuff. But who I don't freaking even care, but y'all all going to hell. Y'all online perps do not have a right to stalk, follow, and harass me and meddle in my business and try to force mental health on me and think you can dictate and control my life and my behavior. Something's wrong with y'all. If you hate somebody that much, then, don't watch anybody's videos, don't watch their online activity, and just leave somebody alone. But nobody's going to call y'all problematic, but you're going to sit there and act like if I get into an altercation with a business owner, then you think you have the authority to comment on it. So they trying very hard to pretend like they want to debunk gang stalking and stuff like that, and they know it's real. I'm talking about the online perps and that J Demon Rotten shit. She wants to freaking talk about, like, somebody asked her, oh, are you a targeted individual? He said, are you a TI? And she said, yeah, I just know how to play the game real good. No, she's not a targeted individual at all. She's a perp. An abusive cyberbully and a perp. Because if you're cyberbullying somebody, you got bad behavior too. Y'all, the online perps, all they do is put me down, and they never gave me any words of encouragement or nothing like that. And I'm never going to take any of their, they're not even giving advice. They're just dishing out orders, trying to control my life, and you're not going to get the control you want out of me. And they're the main ones sabotaging my real life off the internet. And I heard that that's a felony. It's a cyber crime. It's a felony what they're doing. And it's bizarre that nobody really cares about me, or nobody is worried about me, but people have The only time I'm on somebody's mind is they want to have obsessive hatred. But I have to hear lectures about people want to say that I'm evil and hateful, and it's the other way around. So they try to get me thrown out of here, and didn't care about the weather, and so people just making all these false, they judge, condemn, and punish me by false assumptions. I said I was just taking a quick video of the weather, and the lady falsely accused me of trying to take videos of other people, and I'm like, no, I said I was just trying to, show outside the weather, the rain and stuff, and I'm soaking wet, and I need to be clean and dry. I mean, I'm really trying to get help with a long-term permanent place, but I know a long-term permanent place couldn't or wouldn't happen overnight. But I mean, can't somebody offer me any help? I mean, like donations for, hotel room for the next few nights, to stay safe, warm, and dry. And then they have the online perps coming on my page harassing me and bullying me and stuff like that when they don't know what my struggles are, and neither do they care, and they want to say that they don't feel sorry. Well, if you don't feel sorry, then why are you commenting and making false accusations and false assumptions, talking about what you don't know what you're talking about? I was trying to say that my work income plus the Social Security check that I was getting, the landlords were telling me that, even at almost $700, that's not enough to make the 3.5 times the rent. So I mean, and then the online perps talk about, you were getting over $2,000 a month, or Candy spent her money on this, or she did this, or you made this much money. Like, get out of my business. I have y'all blocked for a reason, and then you come on alternative accounts to come make comments and harass me and stuff like that. And that's one thing, that homeless are misunderstood and wrongfully judged and condemned. Homeless are misunderstood, and one thing, you shouldn't judge what a person is going through, and then I have to deal with everybody inflicting punishment on me because of wrong information or false accusations or false rumors or information that's passed around incorrectly and stuff like that. But I really do believe the perps deliberately twist the truth and twist what actually happened. I did videos of myself just like now, talking about certain situations. But as I said, the coworker, Mr. John, I never mentioned him in the videos when I was working with him. So I never mentioned him in the videos when I was working with him. I never took any pictures or videos of any of my coworkers or bosses or anybody the customers over there, or nothing like that, So now the guy, he's mad and doesn't want to talk to me, and I figure it must have been Mr. Steven passing on twisted information, because Mr. Steven is a freaking that's the bed bug man. That I figured I was gonna quit the job, because if he didn't want to get rid of the bed bugs, I felt, and I was trying to hold on to that job for as long as I could. And it's like, well, wow, he didn't want to get rid of the bed bugs. So I came in here to talk. And I mean, I was just trying, as I said, I was just trying to show the weather. And, they falsely assumed that I was, because I had the phone in my hand, they thought I was having a phone conversation with somebody. And just trying to pick trouble for nothing. And then the security guard was wearing a freaking red mask. He harassed me about a couple of weeks ago too. And then, it's like when people won't allow me, narcissistic abusers, they want to demand that I obey their orders without question and just move right along, rather than for me to question them being unfair and stuff. It's like, for me to question them being unfair, it's like, for me to question them why they're being unfair, it's like they're making like as if I'm a troublemaker. And you're not God. Y'all are not God. And then, the fact that you should follow the orders of another human being, if we're not even supposed to trust in ourselves, so I'm supposed to just blindly, y'all narcissistic abusers got demonic spirits that the moment somebody being like, well, or if you try to, if they're falsely accuse you of something, and if they falsely accuse you of something, and they falsely accuse you of something, and then you try to explain your innocence, and then you get uber punished, like super punished. That's a homeless perp right there, wanting to eavesdrop. So, I got my ebooks written out that I've been having out for a while. The perps have been trying to shut down my ebooks. I tried to get a physical job. They shut that down. They got me shut down from YMCA. The guy in person, Corey, got me shut down from the YMCA. And he was the one who suggested that I work at Seville Quarter, and I didn't feel easy with it because it's a doggone bar. This demon is in here just listening. See, even other homeless people will persecute. So, I haven't had that happen in a while. It's mainly at this place, not the other one. But I didn't feel easy of the idea of working at a bar or working at, cleaning up after drunk people, and the idea of every single day in the morning they play a song called Running with the Devil by Van Halen. And that's one of the reasons why, stuff like that, I gotta have my earphones in to filter that out. Why should I be forced to have that same one song every day? And one time Mr. Doug tried to ask me, oh, is your name Candy Stark? And I'm like, how the hell you know my twin sister's last name? I didn't ask him, but, this lady's doing nothing but just listening in. So, they got perps here. It's like, that's how they do. They pick an argument with you and don't even care that they pick an argument with you and then wait till the weather is bad. They wait till the weather is bad to pick an argument or a fight with you for an excuse to ban you permanently from somewhere. Dog, what if I would have reshape up my doggone GoFundMe and, I don't know. I tried as best as I could with it. And everybody keeps attacking my GoFundMe. because I mean I exposed the program and and trying to seek help at the same time. That when I had a little bit more, when I was going to college, I was always there for my family members, and you know they took advantage of me. I mentioned that before and stuff like that. And plus, they try to sabotage my. They knew what I completed, but I still feel like they sabotaged my college career. And you know, and then I didn't have that many connections or resources to get into the field that I wanted to. I can't even communicate with people in Spanish anymore, and I realize people just don't want to associate with me no matter what language, just society, and I'm forced to be a loner and isolated and locked up in the house for years when I had a place to live, house or apartment or something. This lady making me feel uneasy. She know what you're doing. So watch, when I get out of here, she's gonna get out too. But if the rain stops, I'm gonna leave here and go somewhere else. I really don't feel comfortable here anyway. Don't like it here. And so I mean, I know a lot of people trying to make it like as if the fact that nobody wants to help me, that's God punishing me or God's judgment against me, and that I just do people dirty and do people bad, and that I'm just cold-hearted and stuff like that, when it's the other way around. You know, I try to. I mean, I figured that just like Hurricane Katrina pretty much destroyed me. I mean, I think it made my situation worse. But and then what happened last year with this COVID made everything worse for me. I mean, I was able to be more independent before all this was going on. You know, didn't have to ask for much or nothing, and never really been had a begging personality or been a beggar or anything. And as I said, always wanted to be independent, always wanted to have a car, always wanted to drive and stuff like that. And people treat me like as if I'm a kid, like as if I'm a 5-year-old kid who wishes to drive but not allowed to when I have my license. And as I said, the perps are not going to stop, but I wish that they would stop sleep depriving me. And I wish that they stop vibrating me. And I wish that they stop stalking, following, and harassing me, and bullying me, and treating me unfair, sabotaging me, banning me from places, picking arguments and stuff, and fights and stuff. you know if I had a stable home, there would be less places of business for me to be banned from. I did not know what was going on, and then dealing with, you were living in an apartment with a signed lease that you can't break, and dealing with a neighbor who's gonna at exactly 6:15, you already sleep deprived with the other neighbors who kept you up all night, and then this neighbor you try to get some more sleep, and then they just more noise at exactly 3:15 and exactly 6:15 and then exactly 9:15, and you get no rest at all. And then when you confront them, they threaten bodily harm. I think that people know that I'm telling the truth, and they just want to be malicious and evil. And the thing is, and also that J Demon Rotten shit, she tried to say, she even arrogantly brag and boast about how she has a high income but smart enough to know how to live frugally and stuff. Well, I don't have a refrigerator to put produce and put things in it. And other than my book bag, if I mean, me carrying my book bag plus my sleeping bag, business owners, especially downtown, pick arguments or fights with me and for an excuse to ban me, like yesterday. So try to keep things to a maximum of one bag is very hard when you don't, when, I can't have a secret hiding place because of people stealing from me and stuff like that. And then they falsely accuse me. See, she pretending to flush the toilet. So it's like when people are perking you and they're around you and in society make it look like as if they're just minding their own business with normal behavior. But if y'all been watching my videos long enough to see a pattern here, and something that's a little off or a little funny, or all y'all that programmed with fluoride toxicity. So, um, but I was gonna ask again, please, if anybody can help, donate me some money to get in the hotel room for the next few nights. The flood waters, they're saying that it's gonna continuous rain, and then I heard they got more hurricanes coming that's forming, and it's like back to back, So I can't believe I'm living this nightmare that nobody wants to help me, and because of the lies and false rumors about me, you know. That lady played it off really good. Just wanted to freaking eavesdrop and then flush the dog on the toilet and wash her hands like as if she legitimately used the doggone bathroom. That's why she ain't say nothing. Because but then again, sometimes a perp will respond and say something and get argumentative too, you know. But people make it like because I'm a troublemaker for calling out gang stalkers and I deserve karma or reaping what I sow for calling out and exposing gang stalkers. Other targets, they get more electronic torture, but me, it's like a vicious cycle that they want to keep you bothered, but then they want to keep you tortured, but they want to keep you talking, but then at the same time, they torture you more. The more you speak out, the more they torture you. But then if you be quiet and ignore them, then they'll try to look for another reason to torture you and torment you and stuff like that. And it's like, how can you be that wicked and evil and then turn around and say I'm wicked and evil, and then talk about me having bad behavior, but you're bullying me and meddling in my business, So it is some challenges, being a forced homeless targeted individual. It's not really that I voluntarily on my free will just walked out on Section 8, but, they coercively manipulated me to that point. And other targets have said the same thing, that they ended up homeless because of the electronic harassment being too bad. And then, you think that homelessness, I didn't think that it would be like this, that, being kicked out of places, banned from everywhere, having no place to use the bathroom. You can't be in shelters because of bed bug issues and stuff like that. And the Jessica J. Demon Rotten shit try to say Candy lied about having a room for rent with bed bugs. She just thinks she's too good. No, that's not even true. I showed the video with the evidence of bed bugs that day. So, I mean, I should not. I mean, in the purpose they want to meddle in my business and keep me feeling the need to justify and defend and explain myself, and then people try to make it like, oh, well, you look guilty. It makes you look guilty. Stop doing that. Well, whether I say something or not, it's even if I ignore them, they're gonna say, oh, you better speak up because you're not saying anything. It's gonna make you look guilty. So. I mean, people who don't have the authority to rob me of my daily rights and privacy, you know, it's just insane. I can't believe that I'm forced to go through this. But, even other targeted individuals who, they even persecute me and hate me and avoid me and stuff like that. And I thought that I thought all targeted individuals would band together and bond together and support each other, but it's like the doggone wolves in sheep's clothing, like all of them flipped. So many of them flipped. It's a shame.